All of you are probably familiar with the sponsored radio programs which are rapidly becoming the highest type entertainment features on broadcasting stations. The finished product, in a great majority of cases, is a most satisfactory program from the listener's viewpoint. However, few listeners perhaps realize the amount of time and effort that is spent in preparing the program so that it will be entertaining and instructive. Let us therefore take a peek in the workshop where these broadcasting units are conceived and put together. We will be unexpected guests. We will just make ourselves as inconspicuous as possible in order not to force company manners on our hosts. Be very quiet now. Here we are.
We're back. I am the Elder Dadless, back in the saddle again. Today is the triumphant return of the roaming nomad Vic Dadless. I am joined once again with a lovely beef steak of a man. You know him, you love him, Jose the Dad.
Howdy, partner. I actually identify as a mother.
Now that we're living in a new year and the patriarchy is dead, I am here with the great communicator.
That's a great place to wrap.
Isn't that a wonderful beginning?
Yeah, it's really good. What is this? Are you trying to trick me?
Wait, just wait.
When's it get good?
It's pretty irritating when you have kids now that are like, oh, you know, Pokemon X and Y got me in the game. I'm like, you fucking whore. I've been in this for a while. Like, I don't know any of the new Pokemon's fucking names. I refuse to learn them. Why? Because they're not fucking important to me. We had a friend that was, for months, trying to breed the perfect, like, Emolga.
Emolga. Oh, yeah, the little flying Pikachu.
Yeah. And we're like, why? And he was like, bro, why not? It's a fucking tank. I'm like, dude. And our friend's like obsessing over it. He's like, dude, I traded a kid in Japan. Look, it's a perfect fucking Emolga. I was like, my guy, I don't care.
So yeah, I miss those more simple times. Everything has to be fucking multiplayer now. Oh, play with all your friends. We're going to have so much fun. It's like, I don't have any friends who like this game.
Like, I don't have any friends in general.
How am I going to play?
My mom doesn't know how to play Xbox. That's so fucking funny. There is a movie called Legend of the Overfiend that is a real fucking gory, like, action horror anime. But there's all types of, like, real adult shit that goes on. And I found that out, like, real quickly watching it. I was like, wow, this is real cool. And then this guy's, like, the main protagonist turns into a kind of demon. And, like, the only way to satiate his hunger is to play. He's over here, like, boning people to death.
Jesus Christ.
Did you ever watch Goblin Slayer?
I watched the first episode with Celeste. Celeste being my fiance.
Easily sets the tone of whether or not you're going to keep watching it or not.
Oh my god, that episode was. I was going to expect something bad.
I'm not even going to.
I don't know how it was on Crunchyroll.
I'm not even going to mention what it is. If you haven't seen Goblin Slayer yet, go and watch Goblin Slayer. The very first episode. Thank me later. Watch it with your parents. Make sure it's on a Sunday. Make sure all you guys are together at the dinner table.
The day of Sabbath, the Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day. Make sure
volume up, windows open, so your neighbors can hear what you're watching.
Surround sound. I know your dad. If you have a real cool dad and he has surround sound that fucker. You will enjoy it. Honestly, side note, Johnny Depp, in my eyes, can do no wrong. And this fool is Grindelwald.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss to anything Johnny Depp touches. Homeboy, he's definitely on my all-time favorite actors. If not the number one spot, definitely top 3.
I got a jar of dirt, I got a jar of dirt, and guess what's inside it?
When I was a kid, for Halloween, we used to do a Halloween parade at the school. And every year, I had the habit of either being a Power Ranger or a ninja. One year, I was a ninja. And it's a fucking horror story because my mom, it's something that sticks in my mom's head and she loves to bring it up to people. I was a real fat kid when I was little. A kid yelled out from across the playground, "Hey, look at that fat ninja!" And
Beverly Hills Ninja, that's how you got to tell him.
And my mom was like my chaperone for that day. And she ran up and she was like, "Hey, he's not a fat ninja. He's just chunky." I was yelled at by another fat kid. And it haunts me to this day. If I could find that motherfucker, I would fuck his ass up. I would piece his ass up so fucking quick in front of his kids.
You know what? Real quick, super quick, because you reminded me. Also Halloween, in the height of my Yu-Gi-Oh obsession. So also circling back to the beginning.
Were you Yugi?
I was fucking Yugi, but I was fucking fat. This is like me at my fattest, elementary school. Of course, it's at the height of my Yu-Gi-Oh obsession. I'm at my fattest. There's one Yu-Gi-Oh costume left, and it has a little plastic wig. So I'm like, I gotta fucking have it, right? It's a size medium. I was not a medium.
Oh,
but
dude,
I wanted it. I wanted to be Yugi so
in
bad.
Halloween costumes, you're never.
So I wanted to be Yugi so fucking bad. I got the fucking costume. I wore the fucking costume. Luckily that year it rained, so it saved me the embarrassment of going out in public. I think there's a photo of me in that costume where that Yugi outfit looks like a crop top, and I'm fucking Yugi. Oh god damn. I'm fucking fat, but yeah, that's gonna be the most embarrassing one I wore.
It's time to duel!
In this episode, the Nomad went ahead and put out the bat signal. I answered the call, and we sat down and had a chat. To quote the Nomad, we jumped around a little bit. Last but not least, purely paraphrasing, apparently the debate arose between the Nomad and one of his coworkers whether or not anybody in the Marvel Universe or who or what could beat Superman in a fight. To quote the Nomad, who could clap super cheeks. We went ahead and got into that. Literally, when we get together, these are normal conversations that we have. Because the opening generally was like really well done. Vic actually led the opening originally. I just wanted to go ahead and give a heads up. Sorry about that. I'm trying to figure this out before we record again. Please enjoy the episode. We actually pick up like mid-conversation. So I'm just clearing that up right now. It really is a great episode. It was a great talk with Vic, but it always is a great talk with Vic or with Jose the Dad. So thank you guys. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.
I saw this.
Dwayne Johnson.
I was a short video. I don't remember where I saw it, but basically it was Anthony Mackie. He was talking, and he goes that the rise of the franchise is killing the movie star, just like how TV killed the radio star.
Yeah.
That as franchises get bigger and bigger, you go because of the franchise, not because of the actors. Whereas before, I mean, 10, 15 years ago, you would go see any movie that Brad Pitt was in because Brad Pitt was in the movie. Whereas now you're like, oh, okay, it's Marvel, I have to go watch it. There's a continuity of it. Whereas now, I mean, yeah, Marvel cast fucking Angelina Jolie, and they have their big name people now. But you're not going because she's in the movie. You're going because it's part of the bigger franchise. Whereas DC is almost doing the opposite approach. They don't have any type of continuity.
They're like,
oh, Dwayne Johnson, huge name. Let's pull him, and let's hope that brings people into seats. It'll work for a little bit, but you'll get one or two movies. It's not a formula for success in today's atmosphere of content consumption.
like as far as the consumer goes.
Yeah, like people don't care enough about movies. Like there isn't a movie star anymore.
To touch back on our one of our most recent fucking episodes, that I started fucking dying. I was dying to myself just internally. But the picture of the devil, the stained glass window, and I was like,
Mephisto. Everyone's
here.
that's just a foreshadow of Loki. I think of Lady Loki.
But from what I was reading, especially, it's not even... Well, first of all, because China will not allow the Christian devil, any imagery of the devil, I guess. Or they don't allow characters like that to be shown in China, and that's why we didn't get Mephisto in
Does this stuff release in China?
Yeah. That's why Mephisto wasn't used in WandaVision.
Oh, okay.
They couldn't. Not even Nightmare, I guess, because it's also kind of like a... well, that's kind of demonic. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, we have other literal gods showing up, but all right.
Settle in, sharpen your pencils, and check this out.
There was a debate where someone put up, what if Wolverine was in Weapon X form, feral and still kind of brainwashed, and he fought like the Bat family or fucking whatever, and it was like Batman, Nightwing, Red Hood, Batgirl,
like all at once. Because that's a bit much.
That's a lot. This isn't like the Avengers fighting the Hulk.
Like 1v1 this. Logan's putting the hands on a lot of these guys,
and they were like, yeah, like, you know, they know everything. I'm like, first of all, Bruce Wayne knows fucking everything. I mean, even then, even with like just using base tactics and fucking kind of game planning based on like observation and whatever, he could probably figure out a way to beat him, or at least hold him off, or restrain him, whatever he needs to fucking do. But yeah, you have your whole ass fucking family.
Yeah, you got
fucking fighting one dude.
We're running Fate on this floor.
But
just to be abundantly clear here, there is a rendition of Aunt May that would fucking clap Super Cheeks. So since I did watch The Conjuring, I went back and I watched La Llorona, and that was dog shit.
Right?
It was like someone Googled Mexican lore, and they just took it for face value. They didn't explain anything. They didn't explain the eye. They didn't explain why they were rubbing the eggs on things. They didn't explain her very well. It was very strange. It was weird that you could only see her through reflections or through things.
it was a strange.
It
movie.
was a bad movie.
It's like La Llorona wasn't well received. The Nun.
I heard The Nun was bad.
But La Llorona is now like not a part of that universe. Apparently.
No, it's not?
Apparently. Today we're going to talk movies. Movies and upcoming TV, anime.
Oh, this is not anything to do with Naruto. And I feel like Lord of the Rings didn't have quite the cult following like Harry Potter did. Like even now with all the everything going on with J.K. Rowling, people still love this thing she's created. I couldn't get through the first Wonder Woman.
I
tried several times to watch it, couldn't do it. Just wasn't for me.
I went back and watched Justice League. I hadn't seen it.
Dog shit.
A dog shit movie.
Dog shit.
It really is a dog shit movie.
Do you talk to fish?
They need to stop naming people Jack. You can give other action movie names. Give me an Ace or something.
Clint.
Yeah, there we go. Clint.
Buck.
Cletus. I don't know.
Samson.
There you go. I didn't even watch Avatar on purpose. I watched it on Facebook on accident.
Like how I watched fucking that Pokemon movie?
Yep. I was like, oh, cool. Little clip. And then hour later,
I'm
I'm
like,
the whole movie. Let's do this.
I'm like, wow, that was a nice clip.
Thank you for tuning in this evening. We have a great night filled with the newest hits. Let's jump right in.
You think it's mere coincidence you don't have a father or master?
We have questers with us today, being Sergio and the boy. We have young favorite, young Midoriya. To my left, the roaming nomad. Directly in front of me, only friends with you so he could date your cousin, Hector. This segment in general, we're playing Answer the Internet.
If you could have any endless supply of anything, nut.
Buddy!
That would.
Buddy! If your mom and your girlfriend switched bodies and the only way to get them back to normal was to bang one of them, who would you fuck?
Nope. Nope.
Hector, you
gotta
gotta crush these guts, bud.
looks like
No, not your girlfriend's mom, your mom.
Chill the rest.
Just
you never hear from me again.
No matter how important
your girlfriend and your mom. It's not her mom.
Could it be a thing?
Look.
Two climax.
No.
A finger bang two climax?
No. You have to climax.
What if
two tree seeds. When they grow, after like 3 years, they're like not full grown, but like, you know, grown enough to eat enough wood to make a bench.
Just to start a fire. just so I can set something on fire.
Yeah, alright.
And then
you're in the long game now.
I have a bench.
Yeah.
To take my breaks on now. So with the 2 trees that I had,
the 2 trees?
I get like 4 or 5 more seeds out of that. I've played enough Minecraft. Minecraft.
How do we? No, let him. I want to know where the fuck this trend's going.
They're cross-pollinating.
Hey, we're cross-pollinating.
They're cross-pollinating.
It's gonna come back around eventually. Getting good reach around.
Zing.
Plant more trees, get more wood.
Okay.
Build a house with that wood. You don't have to pay anybody because you're taking your time with your breaks now that you have a bench. You don't have to pay nobody because it's not like, oh, I have to go. I just got done chilling on my bench. I feel nice and refreshed. Let me go back to work and building my house.
Hey, this whole answer ties in with this is the way that he got away from having to fuck his mom to get his girlfriend back. He just went to the woods and planted some trees. And this is his whole process.
Are there sacred days when you refuse to masturbate?
And I said, I honestly said...
Not even on Jesus' birthday.
Fuck Jesus.
That's a celebration. That's a celebration. Nah, I don't like Henderson wants it. He's gonna get it.
This nuts for you, Jesus.
Jesus never nut for me.
Ain't that right? He ain't lying.
Hey, you know my boy was attacking a fucking hog with the donkey, and he was like, "I could fix that." And later on that night, dude, in the back of the fucking wagon, with that sploosh, just fucking. He had this. He fucking had fucking Miss Jessica just in the fucking all over the one school book that they had. He just like.
That's why they call it fucking sploosh.
That's why they call it sploosh, bro.
Sploosh. You ready for the sploosh?
Ready for the fucking sploosh?
You ready to get the sploosh?
And then after she was like, I reckon you can call that G. He was like, why? Because it tastes like onions and peaches. All I eat all day. He was like, I thought that's what I tasted.
Hey, he was packing that fucking green onion.
He was packing that fucking wheat. He was packing that
far-fetched wheat. The far-fetched sword and shield fucking wheat.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh God.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad.
Well, excuse me.
You go to your girlfriend's house to meet her father for the first time. He hands you an aux cord. What song are you playing first?
It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
If you were in an open field with an aluminum baseball bat, how many 10-year-olds with bike helmets could you take down before they got to you?
The dad of me, being completely honest, not even just trying to be funny, like being completely honest, the dad of me would be like, I can't hit these kids, you know, like I have kids, like I wouldn't want someone hitting my kid, but then it's like, am I the aggressor or are they, who initiated this? Assuming it's justified and I have nothing holding me back, I think I could take down at least like 15 or 20 because at that point it's like you're already committed. You're not going to stop. So what better situation?
I've played a lot of fucking Smash Brothers in my day. I would fucking put on the whole Link outfit and just fucking ski and I'd take flight on all these fucking kids.
It's hard to determine because like you can keep going, but at what point do they overwhelm you?
Yeah,
you know?
like
but I feel like
maybe like 15, 20.
Right, like I feel like that's a good amount. Where like you know they're like, oh shit, he's got a bat, and you get a few good ones in, and then you got the adrenaline going through you. But then by the time you get like 15, 20 down, then they're already down. You're running out of room. Maneuverability gets affected, and then you're like they just start climbing all over you.
Let's say
now if we were back to back and we could watch each other's backs. And it's you and me taking on these 10-year-olds.
Maybe it's like 30, 40.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're not going too out of bounds, but I'll keep it solo, 15 to 25.
No, replace those bats with katanas.
All these kids are fucked.
we're cutting through, and then we're turning around, and then we're making it through.
We're making this happen. Watch out, 10-year-olds.
That helmet ain't gonna do shit when my katana gets to you.
I suddenly have a chainsaw. I'm looking for your parents.
Who raised you?
Who brought you to this park? Who brought you to this open field? If you could have all the powers of Harry Potter, but you could only have sex with inanimate objects, would you do it?
This is gonna be fucked up, right? But
let me correct a lamp.
Let me correct that statement. First of all, you don't have powers. No. You have magic. If I could be a wizard, and all you can fuck is inanimate objects.
Look here, I saw Scabbers turn into a goblet. I would fuck the well, no, he was a chalice. I would fuck that hairy chalice, so that I could do some magic.
Look, I'm just saying, Harry Potter, you can transform people into inanimate objects and inanimate objects into people. There's some room to work with.
Sunshine daisies, buttermellow. Turn this fucking rat into a fleshlight.
Oh God! No. I was just saying the original. You fucking God damn.
Oh shit! I think I bought the wrong movie.
I knew I shouldn't have got it from Pirate Bay.
What is this, Cinemax?
Why is it in Spanish?
So is that a yes or yes?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna go with inanimate objects.
I'll be a wizard. Yeah.
Alex, I'll take inanimate objects for 100, please. Moving on.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Would you rather fart popcorn or sneeze butter?
I'm going to let you lead on this one.
I'm going to go ahead and say fart popcorn.
You're going to fart popcorn?
Fucking yes, sir.
Okay, then. This is where we finally disagree. And not because I disagree with what you said.
I love popcorn.
It sucks. I love popcorn. But here's the thing. If you fart popcorn and I sneeze butter, we're never paying for popcorn at the movies again.
I'm like, hey, I got this, guys. Why is he pulling down his pants? No, watch. Just watch.
Hey, someone get me a feather, please.
What? Holy shit. I'm like, you want? It's like, no, I don't. It's fine. We brought it from home. Why is there shit in mine? That time I actually just took a shit. Sorry.
There's no fart involved.
I couldn't help that one.
Yeah, you're in the shitter in the stall, and you hear the farts right, and then, or no, you hear the you're shitting, and then out of nowhere you just hear.
Yeah, you're. What is that? I'm making popcorn. You want some?
Yeah, sure, I'll take some.
That's disgusting.
Let's see here. Yesterday, after driving back from Lake Tahoe, stopped straight at Target, and we made some pit stop. We stopped at Apple Hill. From the time I had my breakfast, my rather large breakfast, to the time I get to Target, it's probably about 12 hours. And I've been sitting on having to take a shit for probably a good 6 hours or so. And I'm in Target. I want to go home.
But I also want to take a shit.
I need to take a shit. And we just got there. So I look over and I'm like, hey, I need to take a shit. So I left my phone in the car. So now I'm going to have to take a no phone shit. And so right there I'm thinking, this can't be happening. But then I get into the bathroom at Target, and both stalls are gross. Full disclaimer here, I take the handicapped one. Let's face it, they're nicer, they're roomier. So I get in there, and then another gentleman walks in. I'm like, I can't shit with another
You got gun shy? You got gun shy?
Very gun shy. So then, you know what, I'm like, is he going to sit down and take a shit or what? Because I got to time this right. I have to be able to walk out after he's gone or before he gets out of the stall. I'm not making awkward small talk after I just fucking hit this dude with gunfire. So I take a piss. I call it good at that. I squeeze the cheeks. I've got to rush through this Target trip.
Don't nobody go in the bathroom for about 45 minutes.
Back in 2012, right before my very first car finally, no pun intended, finally took a shit. I took it to a shop that was 20 minutes away from where I live, and I start driving home. I take the back roads. I knew I had to take a shit, but I had one of those empty stomach shits where it finally hit me. I was like, I need to make it home. I'm 20 minutes away from my house. Please. And it was getting worse, just by the minute being on the road. I'm screaming at this point, trying to offset the pain in my stomach and the pain building in my asshole because I want to make it home so that I could shit, dude. And it's just not working. And I'm yelling. I'm screaming like a fucking monster. If you could picture a guy just driving by you 80 miles an hour and you just hear ah, and because I'm trying to fucking make it home, dude. I'm literally 10 minutes from my house now, but I cannot hold it, dude. It's ready to rip out of my fucking body. And, I had a pullover and I ran into this godforsaken, desolate fucking park. I made sure no one was there. There were no fucking cars other than a guy that was walking his dog. I was like, I hope this guy don't have to take a shit. I'm running into this restroom and I'm shitting. I know it's going to be bad. I'm anticipating the worst. I get into the stall. It's terrible. There's a fucking dead body in there. I proceed to just hover my fucking ass over the toilet. Let the shit fall where it may. I couldn't get a hold of the toilet paper.
No.
I could not get a hold of the toilet paper.
Where was the toilet paper?
I had to do the old reach around to the stall next to me while still, bowing my legs so that shit doesn't fall anywhere else. And I happened to reach under and I grabbed some of the toilet paper. I was able to wipe my ass. Minimal damage. I was out in the middle of fucking nowhere. If not this fucking park, it would have been just in the middle of a field in an orchard. I would have just shit my ass, wiped my ass with my boxers, left them there for the field workers to get, and fucking ride off into the sunset.
What did we eat? Coming out of me like lava!
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.